Hi everyone, hope you're all well. Today we're going to look at Amazon. Now, I'm sure you're very familiar with Amazon, but we're going to look at something specific. We're looking at Amazon FBA, which is Fulfillment by Amazon. So we're going to go into that into a bit of detail, give you some ideas of what you can do, what would be exciting for you to sell on Amazon, and obviously how you can make some money out of it, make an income. So firstly, let's get an understanding of just the scale of Amazon. It's massive. Now we're talking about the US here probably, but the figures are still amazing. Obviously there's Amazon across the world. US is the biggest market. And I've heard they're turning over $30 million US dollars per hour. That's what they're turning over. So it's absolutely huge. And of course there's your local markets as well. But you can be selling Amazon products on Amazon anywhere in the world. So you can sign up for an account to sell in the US for the largest market, or you can have one to sell in the UK, Australia, places across Europe as well, wherever you want to do it. It's really up to you. You can even do multiple ones if you want to. So just gives you an idea, right? It's massive. It's massive. Opportunities there are huge. Now, so you can basically buy anything on Amazon, pretty much anything, which means you can pretty much sell anything on Amazon. But you can't just go in there with something you want to sell, like a pencil, and expect to make money, because you have things to consider. You've got things of, firstly, you have to get that item you're selling from the manufacturer, because you're responsible for getting it to Amazon, to the Amazon warehouse, and then they will sell it for you for a fee per item. That's how it works. So let's have a look now. We're going to do a screen share, and we'll be able to look at the Amazon website, which is not here. I'll just pull it up, and we'll have a look at some products, give you an idea of what to look at, what to look for. Okay, here we are. I will do a screen share. One. Okay, so you will now be able to see my screen. So I'm now logged into Amazon. So we're looking at, I'm in Australia, which is why it's saying shipping to Australia. Just ignore that. So we go to the Amazon search bar. What do you want to sell on Amazon? Say you want to sell something for the kitchen. Something we looked at before. Pizza cutter. Okay, so something to slice pizza up. So it's easy to be too cute. Here's something that you really like, really interested in, and you want to sell that product, but it's not about what you think is great. It's about what the market thinks is great and what people are buying. You need some volume there. When you buy from your supplier and ship it to Amazon, you're not going to ship single units or 5, 10, 100. Usually the limit or the minimum will be about 1,000 items. So you got to shift volume, making a few dollars each one, and then of course that mounts up as you sell a large number of them. So here we are on Amazon. Now we can use tools to help us get an idea. But what are we looking for? We're looking for something that is very popular, but not too competitive. If it's too competitive, basically you need to be on the front page organically, which means you're not paying for it. Which you won't do it first, of course, because there's lots of competition out there, but you will be eventually. So we want to find something that is popular, a particular item or a a market which is popular and something that is not too competitive and hasn't got all the big boys in there, all the big names that we tend to know for certain products. Like if you're doing something like electronic gadgets, for instance, then there are usually a few big names in there, companies that market their electronic products that are specific for them, and these companies will take up the first page. So the chances of you getting into that market are very small. Something like in this example, a pizza cutter, you'll look at the names of them: Kitchi, KitchenAid. That's got a brand name. OXO, Steel. So these names aren't familiar with us, right? So these aren't the big boys. These are people buying products from China like we're going to do, and selling them on Amazon. So the first thing is there enough profit margin in it for you? So you look at the prices. Well, maybe the prices are a bit cheap, but you don't want to be selling something for $3, because by the time you got to sell a huge volume to make any decent income out of it. You want to sell something for probably around the $20 mark, or maybe a bit higher. So you can see there's some few expensive or more expensive pizza cutters here, so therefore it could be a good idea. So do we have the volume? Looking up here, we have a volume of 40,000. You can see it on the top corner there, 40,500 per month. That's pretty decent, right? On this page here, this first page, we've got 40,000 per month being bought. Now, if we're making $5 an item and we're shipping 1,000 of these, then we're making $5 grand a month. So it's definitely doable. So you need to do some research to find out, firstly, the volumes, and there are tools to help you do that. And one of them that I'm using is Jungle Scout. It does cost a little bit of extra money per month, but it makes life so much easier because you can dive in and see the volumes and see the competition and get an idea just about where you'll fit in with your product. Now, when you go to Amazon, of course, there's so many different niches. I'm trying to find the market here. So when you go to something like Jungle Scout, there's a few of them. There's Helium. There's a few others as well. They give you all the categories, so you can pick the categories that you think are suitable for you. And of course, it's got to be something you're interested in, because you're going to put a lot of effort into this. So you want something that interests you to some extent, but it's really the market that decides whether you're going to be able to sell it or not. They could have something that you love, but nobody else wants to buy, especially in volume. And as the US market certainly is massive, something as small as a pizza cutter, something you think not many people would buy, not in huge volume, as you can see, 40,000 a month. That's a pretty large volume. So with a large market, there's good potential there. So once you've got your product and you decide that you want to sell something in this niche, you then jump along to Alibaba. Now, there are other places, but Alibaba is a great one. Oh, I can't see him. I can't spell properly this morning. Alibaba. So this is where our suppliers sell their stuff to people like us who are going to market somewhere else. So these are where all the product suppliers can be found. And as I said, that they're going to be selling in volume. You can go to Amazon, you can buy one pizza cutter, that's all you want. But if the suppliers aren't going to sell them to you in ones, You can get them from Alibaba Express, possibly, probably, but you're going to be paying a lot more money. So you need the volume there. So you do need an investment of the product, on the product itself, because these will have minimum order value of about of probably 1,000 items or around that. Here we go, minimum order 500, 1,000, 200, 500, 1,000. That's a pretty cool pizza cutter bicycle. So you can go through these, and you see they're so cheap, right? Because these are the people making them. They make them cheap. They're making in volume. But this is just the product. This is sitting in their store in China. It's not at Amazon. So first you need to find the product. But I'm just letting you know there's other costs involved, because you have to get that product from the supplier to Amazon, and that's your responsibility. So you can just flick through these things and see which one. Well, I think that's pretty cool. Well, less than $1. This will be US dollars. And you've got to buy 1,000 of them. So it's still only $1,000 for the product. So you can click on that and have a look. So you want to make sure that you do due diligence on the supplier. Make sure it's not some supplier that's not good at delivering on what they promise. And make sure they are been around for a while. They know what they're doing. They speak English, so you can talk to them. That's pretty cool. I like that. So you can then talk to them, contact supplier up here. You can contact this supplier and say, I'm interested in this. What's the we know the minimum volume. So what's the cost for the 1,000 items? I guess it will be 90 cents per item, the higher one here, and it will drop down as you go for larger ones. Okay. There we go. So hi Pastor, if you want to come out and ask any questions anytime, just please do. Or I'm just doing a screen share at the moment of products that you can buy in volume through Alibaba and then sell on the Amazon website. So I'll keep going. For any questions, please just pop out, unmute, and ask them. Okay, so this pizza cutter, for example, could be pretty cool. I like it. There we go. Got some. Usually give you a fair bit of information on the front page, so don't want to keep answering the same questions. You've got delivery times for the quantities that we're looking for. So when we start off, we want to start off with the smallest volume we can, because we need to prove that it works. And then if it does sell really well, if this pizza cutter is appealing to the customers, and it starts flying off the shelves, then you just buy some more. You increase the volume. So you do your due diligence with the supplier, make sure they're all good and they know what they're talking about, and it appeals to you, and you think you shouldn't have any problems with them. It's quite an interesting pizza cutter, I like that. Yeah, and there's your goods organized. Now, of course, you need to get it from China to the Amazon warehouse, whether that's going to be, whether it's going to be in the US or the UK, or wherever the Amazon center you want to sell from. And these people will do that for you as well. They'll organize it for you. So you ask them for a quote for 1,000 items, in this case, the minimum order quantity, and plus shipping. Ask a few other questions, make it sound like you're very professional, know what you're talking about, and make sure they know what they're talking about as well. So you can see in here, stainless steel, so it should be pretty strong. You can also order a sample as well. Sometimes they'll charge you for it, and they'll charge you like a retail price plus shipping. Sometimes they give it to you for free if they believe that you are a valid buyer of their product. So you get it, check it out, make sure you are happy with it and it's something that you would buy yourself. And if you did buy it, you'd be happy with it. What you don't want to do is have something that's selling and then people keep returning it, saying it's a rubbish product, because that's going to obviously cost you a lot of money. So you are pretty cool. Maybe I'll start doing that when I like that pizza cutter. So we have our product, we've chosen our product, and then we work out how much it's going to cost to get to Amazon. You then sign up for, well, before you even buy the course, you sign up for Amazon, make an account with Amazon, and get all that approved. That can take a few weeks. For me, it happened in pretty much 24 hours. I'm quite sure it's so quick, why it's so quick, but it was. Sometimes it can take a couple of weeks if you, because you've got to fill in your paperwork, your business details and all that sort of stuff. Excuse me. That's some frog in my throat. Okay, so we've chosen our product. We're happy that it's a good supplier. We know the cost of getting it from the supplier to the Amazon warehouse. We know quantities, we know all the costs involved. And then there'll be a cost from Amazon. When you sign up to Amazon, you'll be able to, they'll tell you how much it costs for them to handle this item you're going to supply them. And it'll be per unit. So this one, so it seems so ridiculously cheap, right? Less than $1 to buy it. But of course, once you're adding other costs, it's nowhere near as cheap as that, which is why Amazon is selling things for, in this case, probably $20, because there are other costs involved. You probably find shipping of this might cost you maybe $1 per item, maybe $1,000 to ship it. And then you can get clever as well. You can do nice packaging for it. So when somebody does get it from Amazon, it comes in a nice little box and makes them feel good, right? You think about how good you feel when you open an Apple product, if you ever bought an Apple iPhone or an Apple computer. And even the latest other phones these days as well are very appealing. When you buy them, you get your nice box and it makes you feel good. So if you make your pizza cutter feel good, when somebody buys it, there's a good chance they're going to recommend it to other people, write a good review of it, which will help, and maybe even buy a few more, who knows. So, yes, so the cost to sell on Amazon may be something like $8, let's just say $8. That's for them to check it into their warehouse, list it on their website, and then of course when somebody buys it, they do all the selling for you. They take their money, the customer who buys it from Amazon, and take their money and do the shipping for you, do everything else, right? They handle everything, which is why it's called fulfillment by Amazon, because they fulfill the sale of the item. So it means that you don't have to have these items in your house and then box each one up separately, address each one, post it, stick it in the post box, and when anything comes back and you've got any problems or returns, anything like that, all handled by Amazon. So that might cost you something like $8. So now we've got a $1 item, we've got a $1 shipping. You may even have a $1 box to go with it to make it look really lovely, and an $8 cost by Amazon to fulfill that product. So we're now talking about $11. So how much will you sell this for? Well, maybe this one will sell for $20. I really don't know. Need to do some research. So for $20, you potentially can make $9 per item. That sounds very appealing, right? Still not quite as easy as that. Because however well you do your research, as soon as you put this product onto Amazon, it's going to be way down. It's going to be right at the bottom. No one's ever bought one yet. So no one's going to find it, basically. So what do? Well, you market it. Let's go back to Amazon. You'll see when we do a search for pizza cutters, there are ads in here. So where have we got ads? We've got ads here, sponsored. So you can pay to have your pizza cutter up here as an ad, which means that when people do search for it, your pizza cutter will be on the front page, but it's going to cost you money. And it's telling me here that the cost per click is 42 cents. So it's going to cost you 42 cents for when somebody clicks on your ad. That doesn't sound too bad, but you might only sell maybe one in, let's say 1 in 5. Let's be really conservative. So that's going to cost you $2 to sell the item, to actually advertise it on the Amazon front page of pizza cutters, and then to sell it. So you've got $2 to sell it. So you now got $13 cost, but you're selling for $20, right? So you make a $7 profit on that, on each item. So that sounds pretty good, right? And that'll work. Probably a few other things you need to consider as well, like the competition. And that's all done by the research in Jungle Scout. Will tell you how good the competition is, and if it's really worth going for. Because if its competition is too high, you can do all this effort, get the pizza cutter, your product to Amazon, and it just sits on their shelf and doesn't sell. So you've got to be very, very careful. There's quite a few things you can do to get confidence that it's all going to be good. So looking at these prices, you might find that you can't even sell it for $20. Maybe you'll be selling it for $15. In which case you spent $13 for the item and you sell it for $15. Still a profit. Is it really worth your effort to do that? Of course, there's lots of variables in there. I was giving you examples, probably quite, oh, here it is, look at that. This pizza cutter here, doesn't that look familiar? And that's selling for $11. Okay. So somebody is selling that same pizza cutter we looked at for $1 for $11. So you probably find with this one that we said it's $1 for the pizza cutter, it's $1 for shipping. This probably doesn't come with a fancy box or anything, so there's no other cost there. It's $2. You might find the Amazon FBA will only fulfillment by them will only be, say, $5. Say $5. So we've got $7. There's something for $11, so there's $4 profit margin there. Which for a $7 outlay to make $4, that's return on investment of 4/7, or what is that? Just over half. So just over 50%, which is pretty good. But of course, you've got to advertise for it as well, which I mentioned, which is another cost. So you've got to do your figures. Make sure it's all going to be good. There's no guarantee it's going to work. So what you might have to do is try it a few times and get a few different products out there. Some of them might be ticking over and selling a few every month. And then you find that golden one that's just flying off the shelf. And that's the one you keep throwing more money at, get more volume from your supplier to the shelves, and that's where you can make a decent income. So that's pretty much it. Oh yes, so you're paying for advertising, but that's only to get your product in front of potential customer. Oh, a quick drink. The idea is that you have such a great product that people will write reviews on it. Because you notice all of these, probably the good ones will have reviews on them. So this is a good product because it's got some lovely pictures, which you might want to do some nice pictures to go with it to make it look really appealing to the potential customer. This is probably why it's up there at the top, because it's got some great images. This is all marketing. You get ideas from these. The more effort you put into your marketing, then obviously the easier it's going to be to sell it. It's got some great descriptions in here. Super sharp and fits in the palm of your hand. Sounds perfect, right? I like that pizza cutter. So it goes a great description, and that's going to make you want to buy it. So the marketing of the product is important as well. And the point I was going to get to are reviews. We've got any reviews in here. Where's the reviews? Another great Amazon buyer, as you can tell. Here's the product information, videos. Okay. So questions and answers by the customer. So there we go. So some good feedback there. Easy to clean, snap apart, wash, snap back together. So by getting those good reviews, okay, customer reviews 4.7 out of 5. And as you get some good reviews with your paid marketing, this will start getting ranked organically. And then once it gets on the front page, because it has great reviews and great volume, you won't need to market it by paid marketing. You might decide to for some niches, you might decide to for some keywords. How do people find it? Keywords. Pizza cutter we used. Maybe there's other ones you can use as well. Novelty pizza cutter will probably bring out that bicycle even better. People want something a bit different. So we've got lots and lots of reviews. So these reviews you'll get through your paid marketing. And once they're there, they're going to help you rank organically. So then you'll be on that front page without having to pay for your advertising. So that's what the end goal is. So the end goal is that after a couple of months, you'll end up with people on the front page without paying for the advertising, and then it's still flying off the shelves because you've got a great looking website, not website, sorry, great looking product description and information here on the Amazon website. Pretty cool. So that's really all there is to it. There's also a lot of more real detail in there, but that kind of sums up what we're trying to do here. We're trying to find products that are popular, something you like as well. It's going to be something you like, because when you're putting all this marketing together, you don't want to be doing something you have no interest in. Pizza cutter, is that interesting? To me, this one looks quite nice. I quite like that one. I like the bicycle one as well. That's pretty cool. You want to find something that's going to be evergreen, because you don't want to have a product that's really popular right now, and then maybe it's a seasonal one, and then it goes quiet for 6 months. Maybe you've got an outdoor thing and the winter's coming, so your product gets on the shelf, and then winter comes, nobody buys that stuff until 6 months later. So you've invested all that money and time, and you haven't made any sales because you've got your timing wrong for the market. So evergreen, or be careful with your timing. Evergreen means it will always being bought. Yeah, so you choose your product, you get one that you think is going to be popular, you do your costs, you do your marketing like this, your nice advertising, nice description to really push in front of the customer and go, yes, I really like that. And off you go. There you go, you get shipping sent from the supplier to Amazon, and let Amazon do the rest. And wait for your profits to come flooding in. So how can you learn more about this? Now, I've sent you before part of the video workshops that I sent you, the free video workshops I sent you before, which are on the bottom of my emails. I'll send you the link to them. The workshop 2 is all about this kind of thing, products, and how you can. I've taken you from the pretty basic one of getting a product directly from Amazon, so directly from the supplier through Alibaba, and then marketing that on Amazon. So that's one of them. There's quite a few different ways you can do it. You can just design your own product. There's many other things anyway. So workshop 2 goes through that in a fair bit of detail. Stuart, who does the training, well, a lot of the training at SFM, he goes through that and gives you some great ideas as well. Now, what comes after that? After the, I'll just stop my screen share. Okay. So, after the free training, then the best thing to do is to sign up to the Mentors platform. I'll show you briefly. I'll share my screen again. I'll show you briefly what is in a Mentors platform. Give you ideas of exactly what you get for signing up. That's the Mentors platform. So there's a few things here specifically for products. I will go to education. So LinkedIn Learning. LinkedIn Learning is a massive suite of training and it covers everything. We're not interested in everything, we're interested in products. So if we just do a look for Amazon FBA, Amazon, this is tons and tons of Amazon, we'll just do Amazon FBA, fulfillment by Amazon, and we have in here 3,901 results. So we have, hopefully you can see my screen, we have nearly 4,000 results, tons of training. There'll be most popular ones will be towards the top. Change your sort here to how you want to sort it. But you see, integrate Amazon FBA, selling marketing products on Amazon. All right, there is a ton of training there, and these are by all sorts of individuals that have experience in this business. So, what do we have also? I'm obviously not going to go through those, but just point them out to you. We're going to look at Mentors platform. If I go back to Mentors platform, and the other education here is just the Mentors training, and we've got a import experts team. Here we are, income 101, and this team, a guy and a lady, and others as well, but the guy and lady the main focuses, and this is their life, and they put together some training. So here's an Ecom 101. This gives you an overview of what e-commerce is about, selling on Amazon. That guy there, and it's fun, is Jay. So introduction to e-commerce, selecting products, buying the products, kind of what I've been through in a bit more detail, and shipping products. Jeez. Okay, so we have that training for you. So with that lot, we'll get you going. All right, you understand what to do, and you'll be able to go and get your business running from there. Now, what there also is, if you want to accelerate this and you want to get even more support, there is Import Experts, which is additional cost to your monthly. It's a yearly cost, and it gives you everything you need to really fly through this and full support. What am I looking for? I'm looking for DEA. So this is called Import Experts, and this you then have full access to a lot more support, webinars, all sorts of stuff. I'll quickly show you that, give you an idea. So the mentors all in costs $99 US to sign up, $97 per month to give you all that stuff I just showed you, and a ton of other stuff as well. But this is specific for Amazon FBA I'm talking. And then this is 2,300, I think. or 2,500 US for the year. And this gives you everything else you need, everything you need to really fast track your successful Amazon FBA business. And of course, there's a lot more than Amazon FBA. Amazon FBA is just one example, but this is probably the most popular and easiest one to get started on. So that's the dashboard. We'll go to, we've got the dashboard. So go to training. So now we're getting to real in-depth training. So we have a full training suite here. So got all these videos, Jay goes through them all, and he explains everything in real detail. That's selecting products, everything I've just shown you, but in far more detail. So you get all of that. Then we get to the media now. So we now get into all of these webinars they're putting up, doing webinars every week. Details, mindset stuff in there as well. It just goes on and on. Okay, there's tons of webinars to go through, and there's a few challenges as well to really help people get going and to give them a bit of motivation to get started, and not hang around and waste too much time, just get stuck into it. So that is everything that's available here at SFM. Everything you need to get your Amazon FBA business up and running. Maybe Amazon FBA is not exactly what you want, but there's something else you want to do with Amazon, or not even with Amazon. Maybe you want to use eBay, any other seller. It's all available here. I just gave you an example of what I'm doing and what is probably the most popular, the easiest way to do for your first product sales on Amazon. Okay, I hope you found that interesting. What I'll do is I'll put a link in the email of this recording to the workshop series, and then also the sign up for Mentors All In. Now, I'll just let you know that the Mentors All In is being, the sign up used to be $297 US, and then 97 per month after that. It's reduced in February, March, when all this craziness in the world started happening, and it's the Mentors platform was fast tracked to get, it was basically to help more people, and it's reduced down to $99 to sign up. So that's a really good value. It's a 30-day money back anyway. If you're not happy with it, not what you want to do, you're not ready for it right now, that's fine. Just let the back office know you get your money back in 30 days. You've got nothing to lose. But once you get into it, you'll find all this, the amazing amount of value that's here. You'll just be blown away. Well, the reason I mention that is that when this was released as a beta version, the Mentors platform, and it could very well, it will be going public soon, maybe this month, maybe next month, and they're talking about putting the price up, because at the moment they're losing money on the sign up, so there's a good chance they're going to put the price up. So if you want to take this opportunity and get stuck into this, especially with Christmas coming up, good time to be selling on Amazon, then now's the time, and just give it a go, see what you think. For me, it's amazing. I've got quite a few things on my plate at the moment, but this is one of them, and it's pretty good. I like it. I've got my product, which we're going to buy soon and get to Amazon, and hopefully watch it fly off the shelves, and you can do the same thing too. So good. So that'll be in the email that I'll be sending out later today for me. And any questions, please reply to my emails, drop me an email, let me know what you want to do, what you're thinking of, and we can always get together and have a quick chat about it as well if you want to take it further. So that's pretty cool. I hope you enjoyed that. Pastor, we got you on the line still. Do you have any questions? Do you want to pop out and say hello or anything? I'll just check my share. Okay, so in the chat. Okay, in the chat. Okay, so let me just read your questions here, Pastor. Pastor, how do you find bestsellers to sell? Okay. Before you go, Pastor, I'll quickly go through that again. I mentioned at the beginning, you just missed the beginning of the presentation. So yes, you can watch the recording. I'll quickly tell you, it's you need to look for volume on the Amazon website, and there are some tools you can use as well, which makes your life much easier. The one I'm using is Jungle Scout. There are a few other tools as well. Jungle Scout is the most popular one. It's very good. It basically gives you a breakdown of the whole first page. It gives you the amount of the volume for the total search volume, and then total sales for each product. It gives you a great breakdown of all that stuff, which I didn't go into in this presentation because it's it takes too long to go into too much detail. But it's all there, and yeah, so you'd use something like Jungle Scout, which you can, or you can even do Helium 10, which will give you the same information. And they do have a free for, there's so much you get for free on Helium 10, so you can check that out. And that gives you a breakdown of each of the products on the front page, the volume, the reviews, the rating, the sales volume per month, all this kind of stuff. So that's how the best way to find it. Also, Jungle Scout, you can do searches and Helium 10 as well, probably. Jungle Scout, you can do searches and it'll tell you the best products, the ones which are really flying off the shelves. So these extra tools will allow you to do that. Otherwise, you've got to do it manually and just check the volume on your Amazon page. On the top left, there'll be the search volume, and then do it manually and work it out that way, which is a bit more painful. I think Amazon may even have a bestsellers part on their page as well, which I haven't looked at because let me just get this out of the way. Sorry, got some stuff coming up on my screen. Amazon. Let's have a look. I'll go back to here, and I'll just share screen again. Okay, so where's my search? Oh, search volume is gone. It's not on that page. Where are we? So here's my 1 to 48 of 472 results. That tells you there's a fair bit of competition there, and volume up here is 40,000 per month, which is a large volume. And I think they do have. I'm not an Amazon buyer much. They do have all these things here, these different categories, and they'll have ones which are really popular. And you can go through these and get ideas from there. So a bit of product research on Amazon itself to get ideas. That's the free way to do it. Again, Helium 10 or Jungle Scout is a paid way to get some really great ideas in there. So what we've got here, sell. That's today's deals. Yeah. So just hunting around on Amazon and or use the tools which are really great. I hope that answers your question, Pastor. As the chat box gone. Okay, more chat. Okay, thank you again for the email. Oh, great. Thanks, Pastor. All the best, mate. Let me know if you've got any questions, just drop me an email. And great. Okay, thank you, everybody. I'll speak to you soon. Take care.